Well, I have read the first two chapters of First Chronicles, and it's pretty much just who begot who, the lineage of every. I mean, two chapters of it, and get to mention Enoch. Enoch uh, doesn't get a lot of mention in the Bible. I haven't read anything on Enoch. Um, from what I understand, he's got some stuff that's kind of about um, extraterrestrials, or um, you know, it got left out of the Bible. Um, so there's kind of opens up a lot. Nothing really um, strong coming to me while I was reading that. But I'm finishing up a book. Words, all words have meaning, and it was written in 2004. Um, Yvonne, I'm not looking at her, but Yvonne something. Um, it's a precursor to other law of attraction, um, gurus. Uh, but I like what she says. She gives little exercises, a lot of little self meditation exercises. What was really interesting, like the third to the last chapter in it, and she starts talking about NLP. Like 60% of the population are, you don't show them something, you're never going to connect with them. And then there's um, like 23% of the population is um, kinesthetic. Okay. They weigh all their senses equally, and they internalize them, and based on how they feel determines how they make their decisions. And then there's 7% of the weirdos that are auditory. Okay, I happen to be one of those. I'm actually auditory kinesthetic, so I, visual, all I care when you're looking at me when I'm talking to you. All right. My son is so visual; he can tell you what quadrant of your brain you're accessing while he's talking to you, and it helps him in sales. It helped him a lot when he was, working as a MP or SP, I guess was, or I don't know what they call it, Master at Arms. He was in the reserves. The which was interesting. I learned about this from Bonita King Steinkamp. She's a hypnotist, very sweet lady. She's the one that helped me pass my real estate license exam, my real estate broker's exam, my life and health license the first time, my Series 6, my Series 63, and I did my Series 65 on my own. She had moved. But what I've learned is all hypnosis is guided meditation. Okay, so people are giving you suggestions into your subconscious mind. You're in theta brainwave, and so you're right there. I always can tell because I get a little tear coming. That's how I know I'm in trance, and so they give you suggestions, and it's set in your subconscious mind. Okay, and that's very helpful. So when you're looking at this whole power of attraction, it really is the law of attraction, which is a subordinate program to the law of vibration. Okay. All right. So what does all that mean? Well, there's four parts. Okay. There's the internal parts, which are your conscious mind, which is very analytical, and it figures things out. And then there's the subconscious mind, which is your habitual conditioning. That's basically what it is. From the time your last trimester in your mother's womb, and through the age 7, that's what you're operating primarily. You're in theta brainwave, and all that stuff that happens to you and that you're experiencing during that time makes up your programming. And it's those habits that you get developed, and through your influence from your surroundings, your parents, your siblings, the TV, radio, all that, right? And then comes your conscious mind. You start figuring out at the age of 7 if you're making the right decisions or not. But the problem is your subconscious mind got a head start. It's in control, and it takes conscious effort to get your conscious mind in control of your subconscious mind. That took a while, a lot of meditation, 3 months of meditation, figuring out how to do that. And for me, I got an avatar of myself, standing at attention, waiting for my download. Okay. Now, through this book, and also is something else that's I've heard before from Tony Robbins, is imagine what this most powerful color would be, and it being like a column coming down from the sky and comes over you and makes you that color, right? So me, it was like a gold, platinum with a gold tint, right? Kind of like a trophy, right? And like the Silver Surfer with a gold tint. That's my subconscious mind. It's ultra powerful, but it works much more efficiently when you've got the right protocol set up with your conscious mind. Okay, and then your conscious mind has it has to focus on something. Okay, and through planning, you can actually set that. There's times when I've been in meditation and my mind's going all over the place, and I go, I look to my subconscious mind, and my subconscious mind standing there at attention going, hey, it ain't me, pal. You got to get your conscious mind focused on something. Okay, so once you get that going, your subconscious mind is ultra powerful, and then you've got the universal consciousness, which is the Holy Spirit and God. Okay. And then you have the collective consciousness, and it takes a little bit to discern which is which. Okay, because your subconscious mind is very used to the collective consciousness, right? That's what that hypnotic rhythm. Napoleon Hill talks about that hypnotic rhythm. The media utilizes that to the maximum. I like to talk about the commercial, with the ladies going, "Where's the beef?" Everybody knows that's Wendy's, right? They haven't used that commercial for years, but people know what that is. Certain jingles, Coca-Cola, it's got You know, I'd like to buy the world a Coke. You know, and I mean that's you know ingrained in everybody, right? So you got to watch it. I haven't watched television going on 5 years now. I read a lot. Wow, a lot of YouTube videos. Now that's getting interesting, right? I was like really watching a lot of Jordan Peterson, Joe Dispenza, Mike Brannon, um, or Greg Brannon, um, uh, this other guy. I'll come to me. They all talk about kind of the same thing. They're the same publisher, I guess. Um, the talking about the power of attraction. Um, David Goggins. Well, then I started like listening to comedians. A lot of oh, I don't get no respect. Um, Rodney Dangerfield, and and then just really obnoxious. Used to be on Johnny Carson all the time. It'll come to me. It'll come to me anyway. These comedians, right? So now I'm like, you know, when I'm reading the scriptures, I'm putting uh, these different characters, you know, in for their personalities and their tone. You know, like Samson is definitely got the similar personality to Andrew Dice Clay, right? Um, Elijah is the little another obnoxious Jewish comedian. Um, oh goodness, they're anyway. The Gilbert Godfrey, and then Elijah, the older one, is Don Rickles, right? And and then I was like, dude, what is it? Would I have um, Sam Kinison, Moses, or would I have uh, um, I don't get no respect guy, Rodney Dangerfield, right? Well, I decided that Rodney Dangerfield probably would be a better um, Job. Okay, so Sam Kinison would just start off being kind of humble until he loses his cool, and which is what Moses does and Sam Kinison does. But it keeps it real interesting in these characters in the Bible. So I'm probably gonna do like a speech on it someday, but it's making it interesting. But I was watching this other video. Guy's name is Green, and he was talking about this Colonel Boyd, and he would say, orientate, observe, decide, and take action. So there you go. It's what we did in the SEAL teams, right? You get out of the helicopter or off the boat,